God bless you today, for today is the day the Lord has made. In this video, I want to talk about the fact that Jesus, when he died, he did not go to hell. He did not fight demons. He did not get tortured by demons. I'm going to tell you the biblical truth of what happened when Jesus did die. We're in Ephesians chapter 4. We'll start with verse 8. Wherefore he said, when he ascended up on high, the ascension, he led captivity captive, liberated the souls in paradise before the cross. Despite being believers, they were still held captive by Satan because the blood of bulls and goats could not take away the sin debt. But when Jesus died on the cross, the sin debt was paid, and now he makes all of these his captives. So, in the middle of the earth, right now, there is hell, followed by a huge gulf in between, and then there's paradise. Paradise is empty because Jesus led those captives of Satan. He made them his captives and took them to heaven. Hell is still populated and being more populated by the second every single day, tragically. So, all right, he makes all these his captives and gives gifts unto men. These gifts include all the attributes of Christ, all made possible by the cross. Now that he ascended, mission completed, what is it but that he also descended first into the lower parts of the earth? Immediately before his ascension to glory, which would be done in total triumph, he first went down into paradise to deliver all the believing souls in that region, which he did. So once again, in the lower part of the earth, in the middle of the earth, which is unreachable, man cannot reach the middle of the earth. It is impossible to do so. God will simply not allow it, because in the middle of the earth is hell. When people die without Jesus, they go to hell. That is a waiting cell, waiting for their final judgment, where they'll be thrown into a lake of fire. That is in the middle of this earth right now. And Jesus did not go to hell. Jesus, when he went to paradise and led the captives of Satan to be his captives, he defeated the gates of hell. He defeated death. He defeated all things of Satan by paying the sin debt with his life. And now he's in heaven. And everyone who was in paradise is in heaven. So now when you die, if you die with your faith in Jesus Christ and crucified, you go to heaven. You don't go to paradise. You go to heaven. All right. Verse 10. He who descended is the same also who ascended. This is a portrayal of Jesus as deliverer and mediator. Up far above all heavens, presents his present location, never again having to descend into the netherworld, that he might fill all things. He has always been the creator, but now he is also the savior. So, YouTube, which is of the devil, of course, led by Satan. That's why videos blaspheming God get millions of views. Videos perverting the word, blaspheming the word, get millions of views. The truth, no views. But that's how Satan operates. But God is greater than Satan. And those who want to receive the truth will receive the truth, no matter what. You knock, he will answer. You look, he will find you. So, and also let me say this. No man has ever stepped on the moon, because no man could ever step on the moon, because there is a radiation belt that God has put in place in space that would prevent a human being from ever crossing it. Look it up today if you want. It is literally impossible for any living thing to cross the radiation belt in space. So when they say they've been to the moon, they're lying. No man has ever been to the moon. It is impossible. No living thing can cross the radiation belt. Just like when they dig into the earth, there comes to a point where they cannot dig any further. It is literally impossible. Because if it was possible, they could dig all the way into hell. Same thing in space. In space, there are heavens. The sky, then you have beyond the sky. And then if you were allowed to go beyond that, you would go beyond into another heaven and then another heaven. And then you would finally reach the final heaven. But this is impossible because God will not allow it. So radiation belt will prevent any living thing from going past the space heaven. These are the heavens, the sky, the space, beyond space. Then however many levels there are until you get to the official heaven, we do not know. But anyway, that is the truth. Jesus Christ did not go to hell and get tortured and have to fight demons. Jesus went to paradise and led Satan's captives to be his captives and took them to heaven. The moment Jesus gave his life to pay the sin debt, he no longer was the Jesus that we knew on earth. He became the Jesus of heaven, meaning no longer will he be spit on, smacked around, whipped. No longer will that ever happen again. He will not be a sacrifice again. He is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He is the Son of God, who is God in the form of man, and he will be treated as such and live accordingly as such. So there it is. God bless you.